Good day to you and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's the very next day, 3 of the videos are uploaded and I just can't wait to continue, so why the bloody hell shouldn't I? Continue, that is. There's a plasteel cylinder here. Let's bash it! I'll smash it with the hammer! Alright, Paraga Central Mining Control. I could, do stuff with the droids and screw with them, but I'm not really a computer user, and so I feel like it would be cheap to do that, even though I technically could do something to screw with them. However, it does say here, my repair skill tells me that I could blind the droids by raising the temperature in the tunnels to blind their thermal sensors. So I will do that because I was able to figure that out from my repair skill and it won't actually cost me any spikes. Alright. Continue. Cool. That's very interesting. I could have unlocked this cylinder, but of course I already bashed it open. And let's shut down the containment fields and have a field day on some blind droids. Sounds like fun times, tally-ho. Actually, I should probably switch to my... Am I using the vibro cutter still? Yes, I'm still using the vibro cutter. There's been some incredulity expressed by some of my subscribers by the title Vibro Cutter. I didn't remember it either, guys. It's a weird name. Let's just get over it. And I can just get some free experience points from these bastards here. If I ever decide that I'm actually going to hit them. They're not moving, and they're blind. Thank you. My God. I mean, how much easier does it get? You can't hit me. You don't even try. It's so easy. I love it. We go to the way out last. I mean, I've expressed my my theory of exploration before. KBM's theory of exploration, and it seems to work. It works for me. Now, granted, then I forget to save, or heal, or do anything remotely useful. But right now it doesn't matter because I blinded some droids. Oh my God. Seriously, hit it. It's a robot, thank you. It's a blind robot. It's just sitting there and taking it. Jeez, Betsy Patrick. On a kebab. Well, that ended up being a lot more dull than I had anticipated, but now we're back on track. Going the right way to... Is this the right way? Ah! Yes. This is the way I want to go first. Why is... Oh, it's H, not V. Come on, KBM. You know better than that. I feel like I am actually going towards the way out. I want to get to the way out last, but I never end up doing so. Well, I may have. Yes! Actually, I did. Okay, great. Now this is a sort of hidden cavern behind some mines that gives you some stuff that is good to have. Like money and stuff. Yes. What do you want from me? I just want to play the game here. What do you want me to say? Damn you all. Alright, anyway. Let's get on with things, shall we?
Yeah, picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
Trust me, whatever you've detected, it's probably my fault.
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
Great. How much further is the exit?
I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Okie dokie. Well, I did everything there is to do before I triggered that cutscene. And my god, these guys are still blind! This is ridiculous. I didn't realize I could blind every droid in the entire area. But, more tedious combat! Oh, is this blind too? Please? Oh, fuck, it's not. It's not. Okay. I have to blow you up. Hang on. Oh! Well, that worked quite well, actually. Eliminated some tediousness. Tediousness? Tedium. Tedium, it would be tedium. Anyway, here's a, Oh! Oops. And apparently there's nothing I can do about that locked cylinder. It's just locked. Go figure. Nice things on the corpse. I'm trying to make this as quick as I can, people, but my character can't hit these things for shit. In fact, because I have dexterity, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, I'm gonna use a rifle to make my 2-hit better. You know how the Nostalgia Critic has "that's a lot of fish"? Well, right now, that's a lot of fail. That's a lot of fail. I'd like to hear Matthew Broderick say that. Anyway, now that we're finally done with that annoying section, let's go into the fuel depot. It seems like we're always going into the fuel depot here. Yay! We have Indiana Jones skills. Oh my god, I recognize him from the logs. He was that guy. That dorky computer guy.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
Hell fucking yes! Oh, ah. How do you know me? I'm not your master.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master?
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
Okay, what happened?
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
For a droid, you don't take orders too well. Now tell me what happened.
Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
And where was I when this was taking place?
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
Locked?
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Right. And you said I was incapacitated when all this is going on. Care to explain that, Mr. Vocabulator?
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
If you could see a close-up of my face right now, you would see how absolutely unimpressed I am. Maybe you better explain that stupor part.
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
There, you said locked again.
Clarification, by locked, I meant sealed.
Yes, you've already said that. What happened next?
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Alright, well, I had some other questions I wanted to ask you now that I know the facts of what went on. Sort of.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
What exactly are you?
Proud answer. I am an HK Series Protocol Droid Master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This mod has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Veiled threats?
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
What's a translation droid doing on Paragus?
Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible.
And what have you determined?
Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever.
You know, wait all you want, but that's not exactly the answer I wanted to hear. I'm getting out of here on my own, preferably without you.
Condescending retraction. I believe you will do your best, Master. This facility would have to be nailed down with a droid-level precision to prevent your escape.
Just a thought. Could you leave condescending out of your speech conditionals from now on? Or else?
Placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future.
Not to forget?
I assure you, it is merely a result of memory damage I have suffered since our arrival.
Alright, I had some more questions for you.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
I'm looking for a way into the Paragus hangar bay. You can either help me or not.
Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
What about override codes?
Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
Murdered in an accident? You know what, it's not even worth pressing the question. Is it possible to contact him using a comlink or something?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror.
Satisfaction?
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master.
Why, yes!
Unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
We don't know what happened to them, though, so we need to find out.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
I only want the codes those miners have, and when I have the codes, I will dispose of them and leave this rock.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Another suggestion like that, and I will turn you into scrap.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
Alright. Who's got the damn code?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
If you have the code, then just give it to me.
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions, a prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
But you do know the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Then how can I bypass the voice print?
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
I had some more questions for you.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
What is this body there?
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
Did he say anything at the end?
Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Wait a minute, if you can play back his voice, can't you speak the voice code?
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
Believed to possess?
Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation is in danger of becoming even longer. Clarification. But yes, most droids are believed to possess ethics programming. Such programming would prevent me from using my incredible talents to break a voice print code.
Oh, never mind then. I will be going now.
Oh dear. Dark side points. Oh no. Oh dear. How did I get those? You'll never know! Anyway, With the protocol droid's help, I've finished work on the sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but unlocking of the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and play back voices to override the droid's voice print protocols. Woot woot! That was very easy. Let's get things from these broken droids before we finish this very easy puzzle. Components! Huzzah! And actually there's a workbench here. Let's see if... Is there anything I can just upgrade at the moment? No, upgrade. I don't want to make something. Ah, there we go. Okay. Only my miner uniform. And I don't have any of the right kinds of overlays or underlays or any other kind of lays. Lays potato chips! Oh, excuse me. Okay, Mr. HK Protocol Droid, shut up.
Greeting.
Can you play back the maintenance officer's last words again, please?
Recitation. Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids.
Yes. You said that. Speak the voice code, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. I understand if your limited functionality prevents you from mimicking the maintenance officer's voice accurately. Bleh.
Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Yes, I think that's all I'll need.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
Oh, no, nothing. Never mind then. I'll be going now. Huzzah.